So today I want to show you some features on Venmo. If you're not familiar with Venmo, it is of course a money transfer app. I think they have some really cool features that they have available for you to utilize, as well as something new that they just started having on the actual app, which is getting a free debit card. And we're going to go over that because very similar to Cash App, they kind of are getting into this game of having people utilize the money directly on the account versus transferring it back to a bank. And so let's go ahead and load up the app, and I'll go over some features here for you as well. So we're gonna load up the app, and here on the very front page, it has what is called kind of like the social aspect of Venmo. You can actually see people sending money back and forth to one another, just like you would on like a social media post, but this is actually telling kind of people what they're sharing with. Now, it doesn't actually have a dollar amount attached to these things unless somebody puts it in the notes, but you have the person who is sending the money, who they're sending it to, and just usually people put emojis to make it easier. Now, if that doesn't make you feel comfortable, don't you worry. You can actually go ahead and put things on private when you are sending money, or you can ask somebody to put it on private when they're sending you money as well. Now, that's the main section. And if you look to the right of that, you're gonna see a silhouette of one person. These are essentially your transactions. So if we click on that, you will load up and it'll show you all the money coming in, going out, and to who, to what bank, if you are doing it that way. Now, you can reply to people, you can hit a heart to kind of notify them that you received that money as well, and you just get it done that way. And then the world icon is essentially just the whole world sending money back and forth to people. I've personally never saw any benefits of this one myself, so I've never done anything like that. Now, if you wanted to, on the top right over here, you're gonna see kind of like a pencil with a dollar sign. If you click on here, it's gonna load up a section to add recipient, and this is the money that you wanna send to somebody. So if we go ahead and click on one person to send the money to, it's gonna pop up a keyboard and it's gonna tell you how much you wanna send or receive. So if I needed to send somebody 50 bucks, type in 50, and then I can hit the pay button. If I wanted to request that money, I can hit request. Now, as I mentioned, you can private this stuff as well. So if I hit that area where it says public, it gives me a couple options. It lets the world see everything. It lets just friends see things. And then the last option there is it's private. This is my personal one that I use. I don't really let people see who I'm sending money to, but it says visible to sender and recipient only. So you do it that way, and then you can type in what this money is for, whether you're sending it or receiving it. You could put different types of emojis if you wanted to. So if somebody helped you out and got you pizza, you can send a pizza. Burgers, fries. You could do, if they got you like a basketball, or you guys went to a basketball game, you can put the basketball on there. It's just a cool kind of quick reminder of why you're sending or receiving that money, and then that money will get pulled. Now, if you don't have any money in the account itself, if you have a bank account attached, it will pull that money directly. So you don't have to worry about having that 50 bucks directly in the account. If you are getting this money received from somebody, that money actually appears instantaneously into your account, which is really, really cool. So we're gonna go ahead and close that off. Now, if we go on the left side where it has those three lines at the top, I'm gonna click there. Now it's gonna have a picture of you at the top if you add a picture. If not, it's gonna just do like your two initials for your first and last name. You're gonna have that @ symbol, and it's gonna have your username. So somebody can search by your username, your phone number, or your email. Or you can click on the little icon next to your photo, and that actually sends you to a little page here that has like a QR code. And you can have the QR code scanned. You can just hit that scan button at the top left, and then that will switch over for you to scan somebody else's code. You can also email it, or send it in a message, or send it in a variety of different ways, in case you want to make sure that the money you're receiving from somebody is sent directly to you and not to somebody else by chance. Now, if you have money in your account, you can actually hit transfer to bank right over here, and it's gonna load up a spot here. If you have money in the account, it'll actually show the full total in there, but you can adjust it to whatever number you want. So if you don't want to send the full amount, that's totally fine. You can just put in whatever amount you want. It does give you the option to add different accounts if you wanted to, but if you have a regular bank, you can just do it that way. So they do have a feature that is instant transfer, where you can actually go ahead and get your money pretty quickly into your account. Now, it does charge a fee. I believe it says it over here. It says it's a 1% fee, a minimum of 25 cents, a maximum of $10. So you do get charged a fee for getting your money put into your other account instantaneously. But if you go wait the 1 to 3 business days, it doesn't charge you any fees whatsoever. Just something to keep in mind. So that's that section there. So let's go ahead and go back here. But next up is going to be the purchases area. We're gonna skip the Venmo card because we're gonna go into some detail here. So here it says you can now use Venmo to pay in other apps and on mobile web with select PayPal merchants. So you can do that if you wanted to there, which is pretty cool. They have a notification here, just gives you up to date on different notifications you might have gotten. They have an incomplete here if a request or a payment just didn't go through properly. And then the next section is the settings, where you can edit your profile, edit your payment methods, privacy, notifications, phone number, and they have a couple other items there that you can kind of go through. They do have the option where you can put a touch ID and PIN on there, so in case you want to have extra security for somebody, you know, accidentally picking up your phone or trying to go into your phone and getting to Venmo, you can have it locked by touch ID or PIN. But then the biggest feature here is that Venmo card. So if we go into the Venmo card, so as you can see, I actually don't have a Venmo card because it's offering me to get one. So I'm gonna do this here in real time with you on camera. And then if you guys like it and want to see more about Venmo, let me know in the comments, because then I can do follow-up videos letting you know how it is with this Venmo card. Now, if we swipe here, it says the card allows you to use your Venmo balance when you need it, swipe and track your purchases in the app, and split later with friends, which is pretty cool. It says if you left your debit card at a bar, you can disable it in the app, and then you can re-enable it if you found it. It says right here, Venmo, make Venmo cards yours, pick a color that screams you, which is pretty cool as well. So we're gonna go ahead and hit get Venmo card. Now, really quick too, one thing that I got an email for when it comes to Venmo is that they have a promotion, at least as of this recording, where I can get 5% back on my groceries, which is really cool. And I'm gonna test that out myself to see how that works. There are limits, of course, and there are minimums you have to get, but getting 5% off is not a bad deal. If they do anything like Cash App where they have revolving promotions, that would be really exciting. So what we're gonna do is look at the different colors here. Now, they only give you the option of 6 colors. So I will have to choose this, of course. Most of my cards in my wallet are like darker colors, so I'm looking at either doing like a blue, a green, I could do pink, I could definitely do pink, or I can do yellow. This is a tough decision because they actually all look pretty cool. And really quick, if you are getting value out of this video, make sure to hit that like button down below. Let's get back into the video. So if you know me, green is actually my favorite color, but honestly, I think the yellow looks pretty cool. Pretty different than most cards, and it would probably stick out of the wallet just a little bit more. I think I might go with the yellow. So we're gonna go ahead, hit next, and it's gonna ask for some detailed information. So we're gonna go ahead and click on there. So put that there. We're gonna go ahead and hit next. So it says a quick security check. To make sure that you're really you, we need the last 4 of your social security number and date of birth. You can learn more if you want to. Definitely do your own research when it comes to any company asking you for social security numbers and date of birth. Venmo is backed by PayPal, so I personally feel very comfortable going through this process. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these pieces in here. And I'm pretty old. There we go. And then of course it says to read and agree to the Venmo MasterCard holder agreement and the bank's privacy policy. So make sure that you read that information. And then it's gonna ask for your address. So we're gonna go ahead and fill that out. So while I'm filling this out, you know, of course these things are blurred out for you because I really don't need people knowing where I live. But make sure you fill out everything properly on here so that way it all matches up with your direct information. Now here it says shop with confidence with automatic reloads. It says low balance, we got you covered. Reloads pull in increments of $10 from your linked payment method if you don't have enough Venmo balance to cover a purchase. I personally don't want that. I can see some cool benefits if you're a parent or have a kid in college and you want to do that. I feel like that's a pretty cool feature for you. So we're gonna go ahead, hit next, and then it looks like we can verify. So this is my last chance if I'm gonna keep that yellow or if I wanna go with that green one. But again, I really don't see a lot of yellow cards, so I think I'm gonna just stick with it. We're gonna hit submit, and we're gonna go ahead and order the card. So now it's verifying my identity. So hopefully it all goes through properly. And it says, Dennis, your Venmo card is in the works. So they're sending it to my address and I can expect it by Sunday, June 2nd. So actually pretty quick time turnaround there, not too bad. So we're gonna hit next. And it says, stash some cash in Venmo. It says your card uses the money in your Venmo balance for purchases. Add funds to your balance now so future you doesn't have to. How considerate. So we can hit add money if we want to. I'm gonna hit done or cancel here. Well, it looks like I can't activate it right now, but so I'll wait till it comes in the mail and then I can hit activate and get that all taken care of. And then I can test it out with those features, as I mentioned, where it gives you discounts at the grocery store, give you guys feedback. I don't know if that's still gonna be around by the time this video comes out or not, but still pretty cool. I like Venmo. I also love Cash App. I also like Zelle. I like all these free money transfer apps, especially if they're going the route of offering you different ways to be able to save money. Having, discounts at the grocery store or restaurants, that's a really cool feature. Yeah, sometimes you might have to transfer money over and that might take some time overall. But if you're saving a decent amount of money, it might be worth your time as well. So again, I'll give you more direct feedback on the actual usage of the card, but I wanted to just take you through the overall usage of the Venmo app itself and some of the different features that it has. So let me know in the comments down below if you are a fan of using Venmo. If you want to see some other free money transfer apps, check out this video right over here where I talk about 7 different free money transfer apps. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel here today, and I'll see you in the next video.